up, my YouTube people? New video for y'all. AP Real Life Talk. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what's up. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell so y'all can get a notification when your girl hop on. Y'all know where I'm at work. If you've been following me, y'all know what that looks like. Yeah. So I hope everybody's been good. Since my last video. Yeah. My mind is kind of all over the place right now, you guys, because I didn't know what I wanted to talk about. But I got to be authentic to myself. And I didn't know if I wanted to do this with my glasses on or my glasses off, but as y'all can see, I chose to have them off. But yeah, this video, this live is about triggers, tests, healing, and your shadow work. And I just want to tell y'all from my own experience what that looks like. Give y'all some word of encouragement. Y'all know how I do. Give y'all some advice. And just be real with my own journey and what I've experienced in this last week about my triggers and my healing and my shadow work and man, full circle. You know how God will put you to the test to see have you learned anything, put you to the test to one thing I know is that God doesn't do anything to hurt you purposely, right? Everything is for the good of God at the end of the day, even though it might hurt, even though it does hurt, even though you feel the hurt, you feel the pain. But when you come out on the other side of that, if it didn't break you, then you had to have learned something, and that is what that is. You have to, once the pain settles and if you really are doing your shadow work first, let me say that. If you're really doing the work, even though that pain might come, past pain. And when I say triggers, I mean past. The past is what a trigger. The triggers are in your past, okay? So when you're triggered by something, it's because of something in your past has triggered you in the future where you thought maybe you were healed. You thought maybe you were over it. You thought maybe you had done your work, you've been doing all this good work, you've been doing all these things, and then boom, here comes a trigger. I think personally, for what I've been through in this last week with my own trigger and my own test and my own work that I had to endure this week. I won't go into too much detail about it because I don't think, because I'm not the only one involved. So I won't speak too much of it. I'll let God move that on another video, but I will tell you as much detail as I can about my own self, about my situation, myself in the situation, okay? So I've been triggered this week with a past situation. And baby, y'all, when I tell y'all, it was a trigger that I never anticipated. It was a trigger that I thought I was healed from. It was a trigger that, ooh, man, just thinking about it right now make me want to tear up, you know what I'm saying? But I had to do some work. I had to really get deep down and question and talk to God about why. Why did that trigger me like that? Because I thought I was healed. I thought that I was okay. I thought that I was on my way. I'm on this journey, you know. I'm talking about it's past, like way past to where I was so okay with it that I'm the one that set it up. Like that's how much I thought I was healed, which I am, but the trigger brought up so much pain for me. So many thoughts of the past, of the situation that, oof, I was tested. I was tested real bad. And even through everything that I've been through, of losing my child, losing my mom, going through my divorce, having to move, starting over, all these things, like I've been in a great place, like mentally, spiritually, physically, financially. Like I've been in a awesome place all the way around the board. I can truly say that. I've found I've found a lot of balance with a lot of things. I've forgiven myself from a lot of things. I've forgiven other people for a lot of things. But this trigger came and shook everything that I thought, that I thought I was okay. Like, but let me tell y'all what the trigger was. I'm just trying to make sure that I respect the other people in this situation. So that's another reason why I'm not too much. I don't want to say the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put anybody else put anybody else out there. It's me, and another person that's in this. So I just want to respect their mind to this, but I do want to share with y'all how I got through this. So the trigger was the little girl in me. Okay, so I'm 42 years old today, and I was triggered by a past situation from the little girl inside of me. I've never, when they say that you have to heal that child in you, like if you've ever been violated or hurt as a child, and then you become an adult and you think that you moving and you grooving and you forgive and you loving life, you're an adult, you can't do anything about the past, you screaming that to the world, but then something happens to you that triggers something inside of you, and it triggers that little girl or that little boy inside of you that you didn't even know. Like you didn't even know. You've never heard this little girl or this little boy in the inside of you because you've been healing, you've been doing self-care, you've been doing your shadow work. You might have been tested previously and you made it through that test, but then something, boom, something happens. The little girl in me came full force. I'm talking about, I haven't heard this little girl's voice in years, you guys. And this is me being transparent. This is me being vulnerable, to my truth. That I feel like I can help somebody right now because we're all fighting battles. We're all fighting something as adults to stay in the present. Nobody wants to live in the past. Nobody wants to allow the past to control them. At some point in life, you got to let that shit go. At some point in life, you got to forgive yourself and forgive the people that hurt you in your past. You got to let that shit go. So, me, I thought that, I'm like, it's okay. I'm kind of all over the place, guys, so work with me, okay? It's two people, okay? This is me talking about me. It's two people. It's the adult me sitting right here, me, 42 years old, in the present, in the moment. That person is very sane. I'm very logical. I'm very aware of everything around me. I know that I've forgiven. I know I've done my work. I know that I forgive. I really, truly forgive my past, and everything. Like, seriously, for me to be sitting here and to be able to be in this space, I know wholeheartedly deep down in my spirit, in my soul, I've given it to God and I've forgiven because I had to. You know, I had to do my shadow work. I had to take accountability for my own actions. You know, I had to forgive and hold the people accountable in my past that didn't protect me, that wasn't there, that you know, didn't do the things that they were supposed to do as an adult for me, you know? So I went through all that. Okay, that's fine. The adult in me and who I am right now, I got that part. You know, I did that. I'm okay. I'm there. I'm conscious of that. I'm not crazy. I'm not none of that. I'm not sweeping shit up under the rug, none of that. I really have done my work with my past and I love where I am with that, right? Then that other person inside of me that was triggered was the little girl in me. I didn't know what I learned through this is that no matter how much healing you think you've done as an adult, as the adult you, because see, I think that personally, like I get said, you guys work with me, follow me. I think that I was trying to heal the adult me and what I've been doing. Not tried, but did. I think I healed the adult me. Like I think I approached my past as the adult me. Me. I'm an adult. So, you know, we all know you gotta let that shit go as an adult. You cannot blame people. You gotta forgive. You gotta move on if you want your life to be happy. If you want to continue in this life, you got to do that, right? So I know that. But I didn't know the little girl in me wasn't healed. I didn't know that I had to speak to that little innocent little girl in me. I didn't know that. I didn't know that I literally had to have a conversation with the 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 year old little girl in me. I had no freaking clue. I thought that me healing the adult in me was healing the little girl in me. I thought that because I'm healed as an adult, that I can walk through life and I can talk about my past and I can share my story and I don't cry anymore. It doesn't make me feel unworthy. It doesn't make me feel less than anymore. It doesn't make me feel like I don't deserve love. You know, it doesn't make the adult me feel like that. But baby, when that little girl showed up, you guys, heal the child in you. Because if you don't, that little person is still there. I didn't know she was still there. I didn't know she was still hurting. I didn't know she was still needing to be nurtured. I didn't know that that little girl still needed love. I'm smiling because when I speak of her, my heart warms. It warms my heart to speak of that little girl that I didn't know needed love. I didn't know that I had left her back there by herself and that she was still dealing with the abandonment, that she was still dealing with the abuse, that she was still scared, that she was still hurt, that she was still confused, that she was still asking questions. Why? Like, I, as an adult, had moved on. Like, me as the adult me, I'm moving and grooving. I'm doing my shadow work. But I'm not. I didn't go back far enough. I think that's what it is too. I didn't go back far enough in my shadow work. Like I think my shadow work started probably my early 20s. I think that's probably if I could think about this trigger that happened to me this week. Where did I start at? Why? It made me ask myself, why is that bothering you? Why are you crying? Why the fuck do you feel like that? What is going on? I thought I healed this. I thought I was okay. I thought everything was fine. But then it hit me. You didn't go far enough back, April. You didn't go heal that little innocent girl in you. You didn't go talk to her. You didn't go hug her. You didn't go wrap your arms around her and show her where you are now. Like, that is one person, that's two people in one person. Now, I know that might sound crazy to y'all that don't understand, but look, hey, you have two people in one person, and that other person was the little girl in me. That little girl in me has not been healed. And boy, did she show up. She showed up in a way that damn near set me back. Like, all my hard work. All my hard work, I thought it went out the window. I thought, I mean, it scared the shit out of me, to be truthfully honest with you. It absolutely fucking terrified me because I know that I've been doing hard ass work on myself. I know that I've been every day allowing God to love on me from the inside, like forgiving everything. Like, God, I'm talking about forgive everything, but I think I blocked out that part. I think I blocked out the most traumatic part of my life, and that is my childhood. So I'm telling y'all to tell you guys from my experience, go all the way back. And I know that shit is hard, bruh. It is scary to go all the way if you've been through traumatizing things in your childhood. And I'm talking about when you can remember as a child. Like, I had to go back to that little bitty 7-year old girl. I had to pull up pictures of myself when I was 7, 8, like a baby. Like, oh my God. Look at her. I had to look at her. I had to sit with her. I had to tell that little April, I love you. I had to tell that little April, you're protected now. I had to tell that little April how much God loves her and how much God loved her then. And where I am now, like, this is crazy. Like, and I hope I'm not sounding crazy to nobody. I hope that you're getting what I'm saying because it's real. And I am a witness to it. And now I'm tapping into healing that little innocent baby girl. Um, I had to ask God to help me go back to memories that I think I suppressed. You know, you suppress these things and you allow your brain to only go back so far because that the further you go, the worse it gets. At least for me, the further I went back, the worse it got for me. So I think I programmed my mind to just stop at my early 20s or 19, that part. Like, I think I went back that far. Like, to go back any further was fucking terrifying. And I didn't even know. Like, I didn't even know. So when I got triggered and when that test came to me this week, boy, y'all, I'm gonna be very vulnerable and authentic with y'all, bruh. I was a crying, hot ass, lost ass mess. And I don't mean to be cursing on here. I hope they don't flag me or whatever. But I gotta be real. Um, it was. I'm to about. Whew, I'm to about. How can I explain it? Like, you would think you've touched the surface of something. Like, I lost my daughter. I know what that pain feels like, right? This pain was something else. This was like that little bitty. I hurt so freak. Oh, excuse my language. I hurt it so bad for that little girl inside of me, that little bitty girl that nobody protected, that nobody stood up for, that nobody showed love to, that nobody told that she was worthy, that nobody protected, that nobody saw, that was going through so much as a little girl, as at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, that nobody paid attention to why I was doing certain things, why I acted out the way that I was acting out as that little girl. And that little baby was just left back there. I just left that little baby back there by herself while I was healing the adult me, while I was healing the teenage me, the 20-year-old me, the 30-year-old me. And she was just left back there, still abandoned, still lost, still not understanding why this happened to her. Not under somebody come, like she was screaming like, somebody, hi, I'm here. Come help me, like stand me up, put me on.
How you doing?
Baby. So when I got triggered this week with that, I'm so blessed that that happened to me, for myself and the other person involved, because it helped me release the trauma and the pain of that, so that the other person can live in their truth, so the other person can live in the love that they need to experience through that. And it had to happen through me.
Hey Frank, you doing all right there?
Hold on. It had to happen
Yeah.
through me for this person to get what they needed.
Good copy.
And I had to
Wow,
suffer.
what do you need?
Oh, God, they're loud. Hold on.
Nothing. Just waiting for a water and checking in on you. Okay.
Jeez. So for all parties involved to be able to go through this next chapter in our lives, I had to suffer. And it is crazy. It is crazy how that happened. That's how much I know I've done the work as an adult, because I know that I was built for this. I know I had to. Only I can go through that. Only I could have went through what I went through this last week to release what all parties involved needed for us all to walk in this next journey of our lives. You know what I'm saying? So, whew, AP Real Life Talk, you guys. That girl didn't cry though. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell so y'all get another video whenever I drop. Thank y'all to my subscribers. Thank y'all to my supporters. You know, if you understand what I'm talking about in this video, leave a comment. Leave a comment about your triggers. Leave a comment about how you healed through your triggers. What do you do to cope with your triggers? What I had to do, I am. It is making me more so look into therapy. I am more so now really, really thinking about getting therapy now, because shit, I just need it. I just definitely need therapy. But more so because I am a communicator and I do know how to talk my feelings out. I was able to call my best friend and talk to her about it, and she talked me through it, and I was able to hear myself, and she understood what I was going through on both ends. So you gotta have somebody around you, that's willing to help you through the triggers, through the things like that, that truly understand you. And I thank my friend for that. Shout out to you. You know who you are. But what I did, and I'm not gonna, how I know that I'm okay now is because I can talk about it without crying. I can talk to y'all right now without crying. Because, baby, when I was going through it, I was in my car and I would think about it, and just tears, think about the voice in my head, that little girl, like the pain. It just took me back to days that I can remember the pain that I experienced. Like, whew, it was freaking heavy. It was heavy, very, very heavy. So that's how I know I did the work. And I know I prayed about it. And I know that I was authentic about it. I was truthful about the pain to my friend, and she allowed me to hear myself speak about what that felt like. And I was very, and you gotta be honest though. That too, let me say that too, you guys. I was fucking honest, like hella honest, like to the point where all parties, nigga, I had to pissed. I'm angry. I expressed that. I said that. But also on the flip side of that, I had to forgive. I had to really ask myself, do I forgive them? Do I forgive this situation? And the adult me do. But that little girl me didn't. That little girl me had not forgave. That little girl me was pissed. That little girl me was angry. That little girl me was standing there like, nigga, what? What? But, but I had to go sit with little baby. I had to take little baby on a walk. I had to go sit down with her. I had to go look her and hold her and tell her, baby, come on, let's go. Let me show you the work I done done. Let me introduce you to your adult self, because you haven't met me. You still scared. You still, baby, I'm here to protect you. I had to tell her, I'm here to protect you, baby. Nobody's ever gonna hurt you again. This, we're not gonna let this hurt you. This is fine. It's okay. I'm safe. It's almost like the little girl was trying to protect the adult me instead of the adult me protecting the little girl. And I hope that you guys are following me and understanding what I'm saying, and how this is coming off. I prayed about this video. I prayed about what I was going to say in this video. But I know I had to get it off my chest. I know I had to tell y'all about this because I know there's people that are going through this. Just when you think you're healed, just when you think you on a roll, just when things are good, here come that test to see. And I'm blessed. I'm freaking blessed, you guys, that happened to me. I couldn't be more blessed and more thankful to God and to the situation, and so much gratitude to the situation that this happened to me, because I didn't know that was happening to her. I didn't know that little girl was still suffering like that. Like, today I'm a different person than I was when I went through this, because I didn't know. So today I feel so powerful. I feel powerful. I feel like I've taken my power back for real, for real. Like, I didn't even know that still had power over me. And it did bad, you guys. It had so much power over me. It made me, God, it uprooted so much for me. I missed my mom. I cried like, Lord, I just want to talk to my mother. Like, that was the only person I wanted to talk to. That was the only person that I longed for. I wanted to talk to my daughter. Like, the two people that I could go to and talk to in this situation is gone. They're not here. Like, that was painful, because I felt so alone. I felt so naked. I felt so, like, I felt that little girl. I felt lonely. I felt like she didn't have anybody. It was like, it's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. But by the grace of God, by God's mercy, you guys, by God's grace on me, He was right there waiting on me with that little girl. And me, him, and that little girl sat down and we talked, and He loved on us, and He allowed me to love on that little girl. And she's not all the way healed. Now, I'm gonna tell you now, she ain't all the way healed, but she is definitely on her way. She's definitely got up and smiled and held my hand, and we walked and talked, and now I'm checking into that little girl. Until that little girl is all the way healed, I know now who to check into. I have to check into her. And until I know that she's joining me in my space of where I am in this day, in this present day of healing. I'm gonna forever check on her. I'm gonna forever okay. I'm gonna forever check in with her, make sure, let her know where we at, what we doing, how we moving, and just love on her. Let her just, I just need to, I'm gonna heal her. That's really pretty much what I'm saying. I'm gonna heal that little girl in me. And me and God got her. So, triggers, test, healing, shadow work, you guys do it. And go all the way back. And it's a scary place, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Take it from somebody that, man, take it from me, you guys. It's worth it. And I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for tapping in. I really, really, really pray and hope that this live helps somebody because shit, y'all. I didn't know. I had no freaking clue. But I got it. And I don't care how much goddamn money you got. I don't care how happy you think you are. I don't care how much love. I don't care. Until you go back and heal the damaged little person back there, it's going to linger and it's going to come back around. So, with that being said, thank you guys. AP Real Life Talk. I freaking love y'all. Share this, subscribe. Please comment, you guys. I really want to hear y'all's story. I love it when you guys comment on my videos. It really encourages me. It really gives me a lot of ideas for what my next video will be. I'll be looking forward to coming to work on my late night job because my mind, it's like me and God's time. So I love y'all, man. I hope that this brought y'all something. I hope that you do your work. You don't be scared to do your work. It's necessary, and give yourself some grace, man. Give yourself some freaking grace, and that's a mole, okay? Because I just had to say that because I'm so sick of this. I'm wor- I'm sick of it, but don't worry about it. Everything fine. I'm still fine though, okay? And it ain't never stopped me, okay? But anyways, I just keep looking and it's just there. But that's not a booger, you guys. That's a mole, and y'all should know that by now. But anyways, for those that don't, um, yeah. I love you guys. This is just me being vulnerable, authentic. Y'all know how I am. This AP Real Life Talk, man. Hey, got to give it to y'all raw and uncut like that when I move to share something with y'all that could help somebody. Because I'm all about help. I'm all about encouraging. And I want to tell my story so that y'all can see it firsthand from somebody that is real. I'm talking about, I'm so thankful I didn't cry on here, and if I would have cried, shit, that's cool too, because I'm going to be real about this thing. But that's how I know that it feels good for me to share this because I didn't cry. That means I am on my healing journey and I'm doing the right thing. So, with that being said, again, I love you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell. Big ups. And that's my baby caller, so I got to go. I love y'all. Peace. AP Real Life Talk. Checking out.